pasó?
Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Lorna Rincon. In this opportunity, I am with my partners, Adriana, Nelson, and Juliet, to conduct a debate corresponding to task 2 of the English 4 course. We have two teams, Western and Eastern culture. For Eastern culture, Nelson and Juliet, and for Western culture, Adriana and me, Lorena. Let's start the debate. First, each team will talk a little bit about the culture, and then it will be time for some questions. First, Adriana, we talk about the characteristics of Western culture. Continue, Adriana.
Hi, I hope very well. The Western culture or Western civilization is a loosely defined set of countries, cultures, language, and religions of the Western hemispheres of the world. It is considered an individualistic and liberalist culture that left us a legacy in philosophy and Greek rationalism, Roman law, Latin, and Christianity, with the separation of church and state. It should be emphasized that their philosophy was based on Aristotle and Plato. They had ideals of beauty and art, and their literature was based on European poetry and drams born on Asian tradition within the civilization. Thank you, Lorena.
Thanks to you, Adriana. And other characteristics. Western societies have a political structure based mainly on the concept of democracy. From the 16th century, capitalists began to take a leading role as the economic structure of the West. The predominant languages are those derived from Latin and the Slavic or Germanic languages. The main theocracy in Western societies is based on the Judeo-Christian ideology. And then for the Eastern culture characteristics by Nelson and Juliet. Tell us, guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Alejandra and today I will going to talk about the Eastern culture with my partner Nelson. About our culture refers to the traditions, customs, vibes, art, language, and ways to live in the region of East Asia, Southeast Asia, and another part of Asia. It includes countries such as China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Thailand, among the others. Eastern culture is highly diverse and can vary significantly among these nations, but is often characterized by in focus in spirituality, philosophy, martial arts, tea ceremonies, calligraphy, traditional medicine, cuisine, and rich culture history dating back 1,000 of years. Now, my partner Nelson, we're going to talk about the characteristics of the culture.
Okay, continuing. Now, some of the representative characteristics of Eastern culture or civilization are Eastern culture places more emphasis on family, community, and communal harmony. They also value social harmony, duty, and respect for authority. Students from Eastern cultures often excel academically in an education environment because they work harder than Western children. They both just use the Walking West and give thanks and apologies. In Eastern culture, the elders are the leaders of the home. Their food work highly consumed is very different for what we see every day. It would be very different, and the bears are totally different in the way of their scene. Thank you.
Thank you, Nelson. For the second part of the debate, we have a sum of question for each one. The first question is by me to Juliet, and the question is, what aspects of the culture you are defending are better than those of your contenders?
Thank you, Lorena. About your question, I think that the ethical and moral aspects are motivated by the search for the peace and harmony because they are skills that allow to have a healthier and happier lifestyle. Thank you. And now I have a question for you. What do you think about the characteristics of your culture that will continue to contribute civility to the future generations?
Okay, the characteristics that we continue contribute positively to the future generation in the Western culture are future projection. History has shown us that looking back is not good. I think it is worth highlighting that characteristic of Western culture, and it is vision towards what is ahead to move forward. I believe that is the struggle for human rights and female inclusion in many aspects of society. Equality and social justice for women is something that is very, very important. I believe that women in the West have opened many spaces, and although there is much to be achieved, what has been advanced so far is something that should be promoted and extended in the world.
Okay.
This is my answer. And now a question for Adriana by Nelson.
Okay. I have the question for Adriana. What is the importance of preserving and promoting the culture and heritage that you are in favor of?
Thanks, Nelson. In answer to your question, it is worth noting that this culture has generated gradual change and evolution over time. One of them brings which the classical legacy that includes philosophy and rationalism like religion or Western Christianity, separating each belief, generating equity for all. On the other hand, it's a representative body that helping to generate respect and value for its inhabitants and especially for women. Since one of these main values is the freedom that is implemented democratically and gender equality or free expression for their civilization. The only thing that still since ancient times is individualism, and well, for many more aspects, it is important to promote their custom that are working for our society that generate equality and help to empower. That's it. And now, Nelson, I have a question for you. What characteristic would you improve in the culture you are exhibiting?
Well, your question is very interesting since I also believe that Asian culture must change some very important aspects. Asian culture are diverse and rich, and any discussion of cultural improvement must be approached with respect and sensitivity to existing tradition and values. However, there are some general areas within Eastern culture that might suggest improvements or change, depending on the particular regions and the individual perspective. Okay, gender equality. Some Eastern cultures have a long history of gender inequality. Yes, an important objective can be to improve gender equality by promoting the participation and environment of women in all areas of society. Human rights. In some Asian countries, there are concerns about human rights, such as freedom of expression and freedom of the press. Improving the protection of these rights would be an important improvement. Environmental protection. Many regions in Asia face environmental problems such as high and water pollution, deforestation and biodiversity loss, raising environmental awareness and taking action to address these issues critical to sustainability in the future. And social inequality and oppression. And some Eastern civilization face challenges related to social inequality and political repression. Where dissenting voices are silenced in minorities are marginalized. Thank you.
Thank you, and that's it. Thank you for your time, and see you in another opportunity. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Adriana.
partner.
Thank you, Nelson.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.